What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews. This review is on The Greatest Stories 2, otherwise known as Engine Friends. Yeah, it's basically just The Greatest Stories, but with the actual greatest stories. I know, I said last week, it's Schoolhouse Delivery, woo, yeah. I was wrong. For some reason, in my brain, it went Schoolhouse Delivery, then Engine Friends. But no, Engine Friends comes before Schoolhouse Delivery. I don't know how I got that mixed up. I think I had my DVDs in the wrong order for some reason. But now they're fixed. They're all in the right order, so hopefully I don't screw up again with the timeline. But at least I fixed it. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into the history section of Engine Friends. So Engine Friends, just like The Greatest Stories, has a very short lifespan, as it was only released once in May of 2012. So I guess after the utter train wreck of Up, Up, and Away, Hit just kind of said, hey, we kind of killed off our fan base with that, so let's bring them back with some classic series. Let's say, hey guys, we remember the classic series, let's reprint some of those episodes and put it onto a disc like The Greatest Stories, except we actually use The Greatest Stories for this one. Yeah, they really tried to redeem themselves with Engine Friends. But did it work? That's it for the history. Let's go ahead and jump into the close-up section of Engine Friends. Alrighty everyone, here's your close-up look at Engine Friends, our second compilation of classic series plus new series released to commemorate something special. And as we all know, sequels are usually worse than the original. The Greatest Stories was a big letdown, so I'm not expecting much out of Engine Friends. Classic collection, 2-disc set, Engine Friends. Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Emily, why isn't Toby there, or Edward, and Thomas right there on the front. 20 of the greatest friendship stories in the history of ever. I added the history of ever right there, as you can see. That's my own personal contribution to this. On the side, Hit Entertainment logo, Thomas Friends logo, Engine Friends, Thomas portrait. That's actually like season 8, season 9 Thomas. Huh. Interesting. Distributed by Lionsgate. Still got some paper and stuff glued to the side of it. Probably should get that off. Another classic collection 2-disc set on the top here. Thomas Friends logo, experience the classic adventures that started it all. Blurb about what's on the disc. Bonus features. Sir Topham Hatt's scrapbook. Picture puzzle fun. Who Am I? Picture game. Gordon's memory game. And Spot the Difference game. So we get 3 different games. Isn't that fun? And down there it's a shot of all the friends at Tidma Sheds. Hey look, there's Edward. Edward's there. Hi Edward. Featuring all-star storytellers Alec Baldwin, George Carlin, and more. They didn't want to put Michael Brandon on there because they knew he wasn't an all-star, so sad face Michael Brandon, you suck. ThomasandFriends.com down there at the bottom with tech specs and stuff. Open this up. Hey, wow! It's another one of those hide and peep, choose your own adventure advertisement storybooks. If you didn't watch last week's HMR, we actually saw this exact copy of Hide and Peep in Schoolhouse Delivery, so if you want to see what's inside of it and such, we're not going to look at it here. You can go back and watch that HMR if you feel keen to. I'm not saying you have to, but it's highly encouraged that you do. There's disc 1 of Engine Friends, Thomas, Percy, and James. And disc 2 is Thomas, Henry, and Gordon. I mean, already I really like the art on both of the discs more than the early years. I'm sorry, more than the greatest stories, not the early years. I don't know what I was saying there. I like the disc art more than the greatest stories, so that's already looking up for this release as well, but I still don't have high hopes. So let's go ahead and transition into our menu tour for Engine Friends. Hey, so this is weird. We're not going right into the menu tour just yet. I got something to say. I mentioned in the close-up how we took a look at that Hide and Peep Blue Mountain Mystery little promotion booklet in the Schoolhouse Delivery HMR, but the Schoolhouse Delivery HMR is not coming out till next week. Well, that's because I filmed the close-ups out of order. I filmed the Schoolhouse Delivery close-up before I filmed the Engine Friends one, because that was prior to me knowing that the two were switched. So, my apologies, but next week, I assure you, we'll be taking a look at that hide and peep little promotional booklet thing. It's actually really cool. Yeah, that's just a little error on my part, so we'll go back to your regularly scheduled programming. Righty, everyone, here's your menu tour for Disc 1 of Engine Friends. And right now I'm feeling a little rejuvenated, alright? I was complaining these past couple weeks on HMR that all these menus, they felt stock standard. They felt cardboard cutout-ish. Well, this menu's actually different. Hey, that's cool, right? So, we got Engine Friends up here, Disc 1, play, episode selection, language selection, no bonus features on this disc. I presume that's for Disc 2. What episodes do we have? I hope it's better than The Greatest Stories. Thomas and Birdie's Great Race. Okay, that's a good one. Trouble in the Shed, that's the middle of an arc. Don't know why you'd put a middle of an arc episode on here without the other episodes in that arc. Saved from Scrap and A New Friend for Thomas. Okay, that duology made it on here, so I don't know why they just put the middle episode of an arc on here. That makes no sense to me. Grand Puff, okay, that's a good one. We barely had any season 4 on The Greatest Stories. Sleeping Beauty, okay, that duology also made it on here as well. Make Someone Happy, and not the season 5 episode I would have chosen. A Bad Day for Harold the Helicopter, that's a good episode. Twin Trouble's a good episode, so is Edward the Very Useful Engine. Rusty Saves the Day, I don't know why people don't like that episode. I like Rusty Saves the Day. Emily's New Coaches, look, I'd give this one a pass if it was narrated by Michael Angelis, but they put the Michael Brandon narration on here. Come on, guys. And then you have mediocre episodes like Thomas and the Rainbow, Thomas and the New Engine, and Thomas and the Statue. Notice how they all have Thomas in their title. Very telling there. Language selection. What do we have? English, Spanish, and French. Wow. I totally couldn't have guessed that. Okay, so that was Engine Friends Disc 1. So we're going to do a little bit of a jump cut here, and we're going to transition into Disc 2. Alright, so we're back with Engine Friends Disc 2, and hey, they changed the color! That's more than you can already say for The Greatest Stories, right? I mean, it's now blue. The Disc 1's menu was red, if you remember. We've got the same 4 options as always, but hey, we got bonus features down there at the bottom. I just hit the tripod, I'm sorry. We got bonus features down there at the bottom. Episode selection, well, what episodes do we have? They're probably all mediocre. Yes, they are. Follow That Flower, Toby's Afternoon Off, Edward Strikes Out, Holy Christ, that one's really bad, Hide and Peep, Emily in the Garbage. How did I do that all without stuttering? I'm very proud of myself right now. Not all of these are bad. Emily in the Garbage is pretty garbage. Edward Strikes Out pretty much strikes out in my heart. Hide and Peep isn't too bad. Toby's Afternoon Off is kind of okay, I guess. Disc 1 is the superior disc. Language selection, I don't even know why I show this. It's literally just the same languages with a different engine. Bonus features, what are they? Shop and Hatch Scrapbook, Who Am I Picture Game, Picture Puzzle Fun. We got Spot the Difference in Gordon's Memory Game, and trailers. So I'm pretty sure that some of these games they've been stolen from other releases, I guess you could say, because Gordon's Memory Game, that one's obviously from Best of Gordon. Spot the Difference, I can't remember which one that's from, but I know it's from another release. I mean, just look at that classic imagery in there. I mean, there's no way that they just programmed a new game for that. Who Am I Picture Game, obviously, is from another release. I'm not sure about Picture Puzzle Fun, but Stop and Hatch Scrapbook has been on several releases, so I'm not going to ding it too much because they reused bonus features, because I don't think they could have come up with any better games considering the quality of games we've been getting from the other CGI releases. However, it couldn't have killed them to make some new content for this. Like, come on, y'all. Anyway, my head hurts now from all the talking. That's the end of the Engine Friends menu tour. Let's go ahead and head back and answer the 5 main questions, as always. Alright, so we're back from the close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions, as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? Online retailers, I picked mine up from Amazon. It was pretty cheap, so I'd look there. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? No, it is not. Number 3, should you pick this product up? I trashed The Greatest Stories as much as I possibly could in that HMR, because that release was pretty much trash, if I'm going to be honest. So the question that I know is on the fans' minds, is Engine Friends better? Yes, Engine Friends has better stories on it. For one thing, Engine Friends includes 2 of the greatest stories to ever come out of the TV series, Grand Puff and Sleeping Beauty. It also includes a classic Season 5 episode, Make Someone Happy, as well as some classics from Season 6, like Twin Trouble and A Bad Day for Harold. And it even includes some semi-rare Ringo Starr narrated versions of Saved from Scrap
and A New Friend for Thomas, because to my knowledge, I don't think we'd ever gotten those in the US on physical media. I'm sure they aired on television or something, but I don't think we ever got those in the US. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but from my memory, A New Friend for Thomas and Save from Scrap both first appeared on Daisy, and Daisy was narrated by George Carlin. If I'm wrong on that, again, feel free to correct me in the comments. But do it nicely, please. I'm sensitive. However, one big negative I have is, well, there's no Season 3 on here. I mean, there's no episodes from Season 3. It goes 2 episodes from Season 1, 2 from Season 2, 2 from Season 4, 1 from Season 5, and 4 from Season 6. Holy crap, I'm just reading the wiki page right now. There's 4 episodes from Season 6 on here. I mean, I like Season 6, but it wasn't worthy enough to have 4 episodes dedicated to it. And then Season 7, the Michael Brandon version of Emily's New Coaches. We'd never heard it before, except on places like online, but here it is in high quality, and it sucks. And some of the other episodes on here, you know, like Follow That Flower, that one's really not that horrible. Thomas and the New Engine I kind of like. Actually, I think I'm getting Follow That Flower confused with Flower Power. Flower Power is the one where Thomas and Diesel go off into the spooky forest and Thomas turns into a ghost. Yeah, that's it. So I don't remember Follow That Flower all that much, so it could be terrible. Edward Strikes Out is a glaring problem with this release, I could say, that it's on here. It's a terrible episode. So like I say, is Engine Friends better than The Greatest Stories? Yes, by a smidge. These compilations to me just feel so corporate, I guess you could say. They're random stories that are picked from random seasons. They have no correlation with each other whatsoever. I mean, Trouble in the Shed is on here. That's the middle part of a 3-story arc. The Greatest Stories also did this with one of the stories from the Duck and Diesel trilogy. I can't remember which one it was. But I don't understand why they break up arcs like that. And I don't understand why they choose so many random stories to put on some random release. So Engine Friends is better than The Greatest Stories, but again, just by a smidge. And honestly, that doesn't warrant a recommend from me. This gets a red arrow. I do like, however, that they brought back Sir Topham Hatt's scrapbook. That was a cool feature. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Same answers as number 1. And number 5, what price should you pay? I believe I paid $6 for mine, 5 or 6. It's been over 2 years since I purchased this, so yeah, 5, 6 is about what this is worth. However, be warned, if you do buy it from Amazon, there is the possibility that you will not get the slipcover with it, like I did. So that is the HMR for Engine Friends. Again, it's better than The Greatest Stories, but not by a long shot. I mean, it's fine. It's not really necessary. None of these compilations are really that necessary. That's why I haven't really recommended a lot of them. But this is good for what it is. As a sequel to The Greatest Stories, it's better. So next week, we are actually going to be taking a look at Schoolhouse Delivery. Again, I apologize for screwing that up last week. My fault, guys. I got the timeline mixed up for some reason. Don't know how that happened, but I fixed it. So I'll see you all next week with Schoolhouse Delivery. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.